New year, same Patreon, new podcasts, but on the Patreon. But new
Mach 4.
www.patreon.com/Final Stop Podcast. Dude, it's a brand new year. There's 100+ hours of bonus content on there, and we got those internal affairs. It's a higher level, unmasked version of the podcast where we peel back this thing like an onion. I've cried. The big man's revealed stuff. Tristan, you know, he's Tristan.
I've said slurs.
Join the Patreon. It's a good time. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Final Stop Podcast. No.
That's a new year, baby.
I had to watch an episode. What's up, baby? I had to watch an episode with fucking those degenerates.
Fuck is up?
No, absolutely not. That's not what we're doing. Absolutely.
New year, new
That's the
me,
dumbest
dude.
shit
What the
ever.
fuck is up?
Hey, welcome
I've been taking
back.
Kratom for the past 6 days.
That was the stupidest episode that's doing better than all of the last episodes we put out. Hey, I'm your host, Daniel. Bridgett, live from the ever-glorious Mescal Manor. Mock, it's over here on the other
We're in
side.
Iron Man numbers now, dude. You have no idea.
I'm going to start just giving them names like
We're
iOS.
going to have a nanotech suit, a studio
I've been
suit,
playing
dude.
I've been playing Spider-Man too much, and you're wearing the single dad suit right now.
What's a single dad suit?
It means that, like, your wife has taken your kids to go think about stuff at your mom's place, and you're just like, this is a vacation, I guess.
Oh, man, it is.
I told my work I needed mental health days because my wife left me, but I'm just drinking brews and playing Madden.
That's what if I do kind of feel like a divorcee right now.
Yeah, you have a bucket of beer.
Shut the fuck. It's...
No dude having a good time has ever had a bucket of beers at home.
You should pour out that bucket of beer and start paling the water on your sinking relationship.
This household has literally hit an iceberg, dog, and it's in your bucket.
Honestly, I keep in mind, if you know where Daniel lives, the door's going to be open. And he does not lock the door. I know this from previous experience. You can walk into his house at any single time.
I do. There's some heat in here now. I wish someone would fucking walk in this house. I wish someone would walk in. There's a desert.
Did your roommate bring a 45 caliber another roommate?
We'll say it like this. There's a desert camo
there's a real desert dog in the house.
Yeah, there's a desert camo party favor in the other room that'll really cause a good time. It's fucking nuts.
Did he move in? He was like... Yeah, did he move in? And first off, you don't need bump stock in Arizona. It's pretty cool. But like, also, did he come in? He's just like, can I put in my camo American flag with the Punisher logo instead of stars just anywhere? And you're like, I think we're gonna get along here.
He did. He came in. He walks in. He goes, dude, just this suppressor alone took 8 months to get in Arizona. And I was like, what the fuck? He's like, dude, I could put someone down on the opposite end of this complex. No one would know.
Yeah, it doesn't make even make a gunshot sound. It's just like,
it makes a light queef at bed. And then
New roommate's actually working on a mural in the room. It's gonna say, "Don't tread on me."
Oh, we do. We have a nice vantage point too. We're on the second floor. High enough that you're out of sight, but low enough that you got to.
You can take out Kennedy from here.
You could do a couple things. Dude. We're talking about.
You guys are all right. Let's get now. Hold on, I didn't introduce anyone. Domestic terrorism.
Yeah, hold on. You guys fucking train wrecked my intro. On the way on the other side of the country is the Vampire King himself, King Possum, Lord Meerkats, Tristan Bowling.
What's up? I don't have any guns, and it irks me every day.
And over here. On the newly far away side table, it's the big man himself, the anti-Riz, Patrick Orianons. Adrian.
What's up, dudes? I got a shelf now. I can put knickknacks.
He kind of does. Yeah,
you got knickknack shelf. That's so fun.
I wonder what we should put on there. What do you think?
Food.
Leave a comment. Yeah, that's fun. Hey, engage with the podcast. Leave a comment. And no, it can't be food. Absolutely not.
Can we have nachos on there?
I was about to say, maybe you could get, like, if you start doing outside of the podcast, we record you doing eating challenges, and then you could put your rewards.
Yeah.
You could put. Do you think you could do? Could you do the blazing challenge at Buffalo Wild Wings? Do you think you could do
it twice already? Done it twice already.
No, we can't have nachos.
You just do it for free wings, you nerd.
Yeah, he does it for sustenance. No, we can't have fucking eating awards and nachos We already have a bucket of beer. That's 3 things away from a Buffalo Wild Wings.
You have your thing. I have my thing.
I'm gonna start doing the intro live from Buffalo Wild Wings Studios. We've got a bucket of beer and Andrew's eating nachos.
Yeah, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna if we had the money, if I could siphon money from the Patreon, which one day I will figure out how to do that.
I don't like the way you worded that, dude. You're like, if I could siphon money.
No, he
if
meant
I can
that
siphon
correctly.
We're just
no,
making
I meant it in like
a
you don't know and it's a crime way. But I definitely would I would do it in a way that it would I'd buy something that would better your life in a terrible way. I'd just be like, I know how much you love Bud Light, so I got you like a kegerator that you can put in the house, and I'm like, and watch Daniel crumble. Like,
dude, I got you a year's supply.
That's what the password looks like. It looks like you were hammered one night. And you're like, fuck it.
Yeah, that would be the end of the empire. If you just got me a year's supply of Bud Light pony kegs and a kegerator, it's over. It would take about 2 months. I'd show up to TBG and friends. Done, dude. Just over. I'd be like, I figured out a way to rig it in the CRV.
Yeah, you'd be friends with the Uber drivers near your house, just being like, oh, Gary's picking me up. Like,
Gary lets me smoke inside. It's so I fuck with Gary so much.
Gary lets me smoke joints in the back.
Yeah, sometimes I pay him a little extra. He just comes in the house. We play Madden.
Ew.
We run duos on Fortnite,
bro. Witches bet you're the only one. Here's a fun thing. Is Discord for everyone? That just seems nerdy to me.
No, Discord is
for everybody. Do normal people use Discord?
Yes.
I stand by my statement that
especially
Discord
now
is free.
that everything's cross-platform between PlayStation and PC.
Everything's cross-platform on the actual game itself.
That's why everybody
use Game Chat.
That's why nobody uses Game Chat.
I've played with
me and
7
Daniel
of our
use
friends
Game
in the
Chat
last 4 days.
Perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
He's
Perfectly
on a
fine.
PlayStation.
It's almost like it's built right into the game.
It's
That's
almost
how
like
easy
they
it
put
is.
it there to not have to use a third-party app like a fucking weirdo. It's crazy as fuck.
I love it how you're in a group chat and you're just like, download Discord, and I'm like, am I a Minecraft YouTuber who's trying to fuck his underage fans? No, I don't need a Discord, dude.
That would be like instead of texting me, you asked me to download Kick. Why? For what? Why?
Why? You can send me nudes.
I was about to say, I'm like, are you actually using Kick? Because that's like actually a red flag.
Hey, can you text me on WhatsApp? You're like, no.
Well, that's how I communicate with half of the family.
Immigrants?
Yeah, immigrants. Not red-blooded Americans like ourselves.
Are you running quads with Hamas right now? What the fuck are you doing?
No, just 4 dudes differently named Juan. That's horrible. No, with Starlink, that's the most ethnic shit ever. If you're playing Fortnite on Starlink Wi-Fi and using WhatsApp to talk to your bros on the team from like another country. We're in the future.
You're just like sitting there. That's the type of lifestyle where you just like look at your phone and you're just like, oh, Bitcoin went up. I made $1 billion. Sell. Anyways, I'm going to get on a jet that's shaped like my face. And
Have you ever met someone that's really like that? Like someone that's doing actually very well and they're like, yeah, I have a Google phone and I don't use not a Google phone. I have like an Android. I don't use Google. I use like some other fucking weird browser no one's ever heard of. And
yeah,
I
like
text
people
on
who
WhatsApp.
use Quora.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like
Andrew
it's harder
Tate
to track.
told us about that in the war room.
No, but I'm talking about. Well, there is that too.
Yeah,
they're like YouTube. No, you mean Rumble. You're like, oh, you're one of them.
Dude,
Actually,
I tried
nuts.
using. I tried using Rumble, and I'm like, oh, it's like maybe we could put our podcast on here, and it's just like 2 degrees of separation away from just being like Jews are bad, and I'm like, all right, we gotta.
Should we do that for a month just for shits and gigs? Throw our stuff on Rumble, see what happens.
I'm saying throw our shit on Reddit, dog.
Dude, why would we want to invite those just fucking greasy palms onto our podcast? Just being like, I really disagree with their stance on Star Wars. I don't think that Yoda would have gay sex with Obi-Wan.
Do you know how much money the
like,
fighter and the kid has made off of having the biggest shit subreddit of all time? They don't
make any money off of that.
No, but they get views. They're over their peak now, but when they were at their peak, they were just the Kardashians. Bro, there's no bad publicity.
We
just had a reel that did good. All hate comments. 50 comments, 10,000 views on YouTube Shorts. All people being like, these guys are incels, stupid. They don't know what they're talking about. That's fine, baby.
I got called a fat bitch. I didn't even say anything.
Yeah, someone nailed it on the head. Bring it over fucking this way.
Listen, I got called a fat bitch.
Someone called Daniel a stupid black Jew, and I nailed it too.
Yeah, no, I got called a fat bitch, and I haven't even cut that into my legs over the past 3 months. But it's fine. It's fine.
There's no such thing as bad publicity unless you kill her, or unless you kill her fucking.
And even then, if you kill your mom, you get a Netflix deal.
Dude, yeah.
If you're fat and you start cutting, you can blame it on cellulite scars. But you're just being like, why does your cellulite spell Stephanie? And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, my toes look like the tip of Daniel's dick right now.
Hey, we have identified in the new year that I have a
uniquely rounded and kind of perfect. I don't know. Honestly, I saw Daniel's dick. No, I saw Oh, you have black toes.
The snow has made you gay, Tristan.
No, he just put the pieces
together. It's still snowing.
Stop, dude. Stop that. It's annoying as shit. You look
dude,
weird.
How about this?
You have a ponytail.
How about this? I'll go downstairs, I'll make a snowball, and I'll mail it to you so you can feel this sort of this festive fun.
It's snowing an hour and a half away from here. It's so cold an hour and a half away from here. What are you talking about?
Well, then I don't see why you're complaining.
I lived in snow.
So
it's not a special thing. It's not special. Snow sucks cock.
I want you to know this. I want you to know this sincerely. As soon as this podcast turns off, I'm turning on the Charlie Brown Christmas album, and I'm sitting here. I'm gonna put on a comfortable casual sweater, and I'm gonna walk around the house and pretend like I have a loft I can go drink brandy.
That's the most middle America white mom shit I've ever. Well, Christmas doesn't actually end. Christmas is year round.
It's all I want in the world.
Tristan has mulled wine on the burner right now.
Yeah, you have natural wine.
I want Haley to have a crippling. I want Haley to have a crippling pill addiction and just have weird, almost passed out sex through her doing like Xanax all day because that's the only way she can handle the twins. And I get it, but I'm also banging my assistant. So who can really be mad at who? And
she's a crippling Xanax addiction. Jesus Christ. You come home after feeling guilty from just railing your assistant. She's asleep on the couch, but in like a not natural sleeping position, so it's the pills that took her out. And
she's asleep on the couch and has a glass of Chardonnay spilled onto the fucking $3,000 spilled on the $3,000 carpet that she wanted. And
that's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh man. Money sounds horrible if you do it wrong. When there's no consequences for your actions because you have like the finances to kind of back up whatever, money sounds no bueno.
Unless you go on fucking Shay Shay.
What is Shay Shay? What is that?
Shannon Sharp. It's what Katt Williams popped off on. Which I love. I kind of think that comedy needs to go back to this direction. I'm tired of all these weird kids putting their weird thing and thinking it's funny, and then like that nigga came in a time when I know he's black and black comedy kind of has a tinge of like you're allowed to be cool, but it's like make that it everybody. I'm tired of we'll call it mainstream, but basically white comics. There's a currency in white comedy of just being like there's a certain level of like you don't have to be as funny if you can be something else. If you can have like maybe you're
well, I was talking to the headliner this weekend about Kill Tony about how it's just become unhinged people.
It is. It's not insane. We got over there now. It's diverse. People call it a fucking Republican's paradise. They got a midget, a Chinese guy, a black dude who can't speak right, got rocks in his pocket. They got everything over there. I mean, they're doing it all right, but it's also like back in the day, black comedy used to be like those dudes were like rappers almost. It was like poetry in motion. And like so I see him being kind of pissy with like all the new stuff today. And Steve Harvey had a lace front, now that he said it. Now that I get to look at it, and he called his hair fake. Look at Steve Harvey in 1998. That ain't real. That's not real hair. That's crazy as fuck.
Dude, I recently watched Steve Harvey's HBO 30 Minutes. And it's pretty funny. Just because he's like going up there, he like goes up, he's like, now you seen Steve Harvey on TV. Let me tell you now, tonight, I'm cussing. And everyone's just like, yeah! And does like a whole bit about it just being like, a lot of kids need to get their ass kicked. And like, I like him. I think he's funny. Katt made the point that like he couldn't hold his own in stand-up, which is why he stopped doing it. I thought he was funny, but it's like, dude, if they threw the bag at your head, could you stop doing stand-up? If someone threw the bag at your head tomorrow and was like,
We're going to give you fucking, because that nigga got Family
that's like
Feud,
in
he got Judge Steve, he got fucking, yeah, that's a lace front. He got,
dude, he the tip of his head looks like an eraser.
Katt was on Shay Shay being like, and this nigga tricked all of America thinking that he had the best damn hairline. We knew it was a lace front, Steve. We knew it was a lace front.
It looks like a Lego piece.
I love it. It's great. I think back in the day, it used to be like more okay. You know how we have to be like friends with everyone now because we're afraid that we're not going to get ahead if we're not liked. But back in the day, like fucking Ari Shaffir punched Bobby Lee. These niggas were fighting all the time. Chris Tucker had beef with Chris Rock. Like there was shit that was just going on constantly, and you were allowed to be like, fuck him.
Someone shot a gun in the Comedy Store.
I'm not saying it needs to be like rap, where like there's an annual death list where it's just like,
George Lopez choked out the fucking. What's his name? The Carlos Mencia.
Yeah, I'm thinking we need, and it's kind of back a little bit. I'm thinking we need a little bit of George Lopez being like Ralph Barbone saying shit.
It's crazy that it's crazy. Katt Williams has an on-site with Cedric the Entertainer.
It is pretty cool. He called him a walrus. He said he was sitting up here and couldn't fucking take his hands off his stomach. I was like, holy fucking shit.
The earthquake shit was fucking.
He called earthquake fucking
like,
illiterate.
You think that guy starred in any movies? He can't read. He's illiterate.
Read. They dropped the script off. He just look at it.
I love it. The thing is that I love about Katt Williams is that he'll say some like really good shit where you're just like, oh man, this guy's going off, and then he would just slip in some wackadoo where you're just
like, I read 3,000 books a year.
That's what I was about to say. He's just like, I read 3,000 books a year. I've never seen The Color Purple. Like, just being like...
Your AR score must have been off the charts. 3,000 books a year. What are we talking about?
Let me tell you this. I go into a Scholastic book fair, Shannon Sharp, and I clean that fucker out. I do it, and I tell you, I promise you.
He does. I love him. He's in my top 3. There's a really, really old video of me on YouTube when I was in high school being like, because I thought it was cool to be
wait.
It is funny that Katt was being all grandiose. Like, if any one of these people has anything to say, they could say it to my face and we'll have hands. I was like, you got beat up by a 6th grader, dude. Like, you having hands with.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's commendable.
It proves
to
that
lose
he's
a
down
fight.
to fight.
No, that's what I'm saying. In the black community, it's fine to lose. Niggas lose all the time. That's okay. It's
to a child?
Doesn't matter. And they started. That's a whole separate conversation.
Katt Williams took the ultimate defense of, I may have lost that, but my money up. And it's like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
well, he also lost to a child, but there was 17, 14-year-olds. Like, he lost to one, but if he started beating that one, it was over for him. So he was probably smart to just
I was about to say, if he beat up that one, he was just like, which one is next? Like, which one of you motherfuckers coming at me next?
Yeah, he was living the real life question of how many kids do you think you could beat up at one time before they got to you.
Yeah, dude, I honestly, I just think back to Katt Williams reading the entire Scholastic Book Fair and sitting there on Shannon Sharp just being like, I know all the Guinness Book of World Records all the way back to 2001. It's like, I could tell you the lineage of the highest pogo stick jump, motherfucker. Don't play with me.
A couple of his things where you're like, he'll say some really good stuff and then he'll also just like throw some names out. He said like the Illuminati stuff is wild. Him and Ludacris, when he was like they came to both of us and said that one of us was gonna have to cut the hair and the mustache and this and that. I don't know how much of that is real, but I would take a little bit of it. I'd sell a portion of my
soul. He's black Alex Jonesing right now. He's black Alex Jonesing right now, and it's so.
If you think about it, like if you're like up there, you're like OG Illuminati. You've been there. You can't be replaced. Wouldn't you just kind of like just do shit like that? Just being like, I want you to wear your jeans backwards for a whole month, and just being like, is Katt Williams going back to crisscross trends and just being like, you would do shit all the time, just being like, I want you to go to a club and publicly eat your boogers.
Well, here we go.
Dude, just pledging the Illuminati would be crazy.
Not even
pledging a fraternity is nuts already. Can you imagine just
Yeah.
pledging to the most powerful people in the world?
Pledging to a fraternity is nuts because there's no guarantee of benefits. Pledging to the Illuminati makes complete fucking sense.
I know, but they have way more power to be like, I want you to do this and try to say
well,
no.
Sure, yeah.
And try to say no.
Yeah, it's like being.
I feel
it's
like the Illuminati, getting into the Illuminati is like, it can't be that easy. I feel like they'd have one of those turnaround questions where they're just like, do you really want to be in this? It's like, you want to be the coolest guy? It's like, most people would be like, yeah. And then they pull the trap door and go, all the way down. And then
it's like one of those
you'd be
Kingsman tests.
Yeah, just being like, do you want to be the coolest guy? And you're like, no, I want to be a part of the family. And they're like, you are now an Illuminati. Give him his owl and robes or whatever.
I don't know. That's a tough question. Someone comes to you and well, do you think that there's like, because that's basically what he's saying. And then there's a whole governmental level conspiracy where they're like, there's the dark shadow government that kind of runs everything. But do you think in like an entertainment Hollywood sense, like, do you think there really are the powers that be can just don Kevin Hart, the guy? They can just be like, all right, cool. Here's the thing. Throw on a dress, do what we want, and we'll put you in every movie for 20 years.
You've literally been talking about that for the last 115 episodes we've done.
Me?
Yeah.
We have no. What are you talking about? That you can just get picked by an evil shadow? Hey.
You have literally been talking about that for the last however many episodes we've done this. You're like, there's always one guy that picks it because he's got the package. I was like, okay.
Honestly, I zoned out. I was looking at the snow.
God damn it, Tristan.
Stop. It's just snow. It's just
I
snow.
keep looking at the
was
snow.
looking at,
I'm going to start eating ice. I'm going to start eating ice, Tristan.
It doesn't affect me. I'm not in the room. But I was looking at the snow and laughing to myself, and I'd be like, that's a lot. I'm like, snow's really coming down. I'm like, what if just another tower fell and it's all ashes? Just like
There had to be a couple of people who thought that. They're like, dude, snow in September already? And they're like, oh, God, it's so bad. It's horrible.
Is that
imagine
hail?
seeing
No, it's
that
hairy.
Seeing the black cloud of smoke just being like a blizzard in September. Like,
still at your desk just typing?
Yeah, what type of Mr. Magoo lifestyle do you live?
All right, well, we got a couple of stories each, I feel, here. You want to start with one of yours, and then I'll talk about my fucking trip to Albany with a cat?
I have one story I could just do quick.
Go for it.
So, New Year's Eve, we were going to this lady, Meg. She's a new comedian in New York, but she's like has a very big Twitter following, and she gets paid from Twitter, so she has a nice apartment. So we go to her apartment in Williamsburg, and like it was me and Haley, and then this group of people came in before us, and it was just like, dude, if you could cast Brooklyn for Netflix, it would be that just group of people. And I was just sitting there, me and Haley were like looking at each other, just like, oh, jeez. And then, so they all get in the elevator and go up, and our friends are behind us. And we're like, oh, shit. And just being like, dude, you should have seen the wackadoos who came in before us. They were fucking wild looking. And we go in, they're like, and we walked into the party. All of them are there. And then our friends behind us start introducing me like, Kyle, how are you? And I'm just like, oh, we just made fun of your friends. Oh, God. Me and Haley were just being like, yeah, some real Brooklyn people. And they're like, I think we may know them. And I'm like, nah, you don't know them. And they're like, oh, these are my best friends I've known for way longer than you two. And I'm like, yeah, but they're gay because they look different.
What? Wait, hold on. How different do they look if you two are sitting there being like, look at these fucking nut jobs? What is it, like colored hair and like really out of place piercings? Or what are we doing?
Yeah, like there was a dude with long curly hair who had his nails painted, several septum piercings, was wearing platform Doc Martens.
Every one of them could have their own party and it'd still be a they.
No, but he's coming back. He's coming around. I'm rubbing off on you in a good way. And so is your lady who works in the real business world, which doesn't really it only allows for so much wackadooness. There was a picture. I was looking through our old pictures the other day when you moved.
Dude, have you ever been to Wackadoo, Indiana? The best pulled pork you'll ever have.
Believe it or not, killer empanadas. Wackadoo, Missouri. Knock your fucking socks off.
Wackadoo, Missouri. They actually have a small Somalia community that's really embraced. It's really fun.
Wackadoo State's one of the best NAIA schools in the entire country.
They got the best Chevy dealership in the country. That's what I've heard.
Wackadoo State's fishing team is wild.
Yeah, Wackadoo with Chevy.
You've never heard of
Silverado.
You never heard of the Goober Bowl when Wackadoo State plays Wackadoo A&M? Dude, it sells out every year.
Just me and my wife were driving through Louisiana, stopped in Wackadoonis Flower Festival. Beautiful. They had such a nice farmer's market. We got fresh honey.
Imagine that's the real UW Daniel played for.
Wackadoo. That sounds like a Key and Peele. Daniel spaghetti mac and cheese balls with ham. Wackadoo University. Wackadoo.
Go
State
Wax.
A&M.
Go Wax. Go Wax.
You get there, you find out incredibly conservative.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, this
We
is
might
an
be the
alt
Wackadoos,
Chinese
but we
school?
don't do that gay shit.
Oh man, Wackadoo State's the biggest Republican lobbyist in like the eastern part of the country.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Turns out Wackadoo University is actually a subsect of Beijing University. It has the highest population of Chinese immigrants in Wackadoo. It's really nice, honestly. Their Chinese New Year festival.
You said what?
What?
No, that's good. You cut me off because I was going to do a very bad like Asian dude singing the alma mater of Wackadoo. Wackadoo University is your greatest praise.
No, dude, I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining like the 2008 to the Olympics, where it's just like a bunch of dudes on synchronized drums, just being like, don't, Wackadoonas, don't.
They got a taiko team.
Yeah.
Wackadoo State, best of Maran,
Fucking idiot.
Hey, we're back.
No, we're not. We're not cutting any of that. That's staying in.
It's snowing so hard.
Oh, I have, you'll like this. Okay, so I was talking to Tristan the other day. We were just on the phone, and because he can't ever call me and just admit that we're friends and just want to chat for a while, so he'll call me and be like, hey, I have this sketch idea, and then we'll talk about the sketch for like 35 seconds, then we'll just bullshit for another like 10 minutes.
I got those calls. Those are treasured memories.
Hey, just say we're friends occasionally. Just be like, hey, what are you doing? She's like, I don't know, nothing. And then like that's how instead he's like, hey, this sketch idea, of course I'm not going to make it a thing. I'm going to think about it only today and not tomorrow. What are you looking at?
What?
What are you looking at?
Are you good, babe? What's up?
Oh, I said I saw something funny.
Oh, what did you see that was funny?
I saw this old man who saw a trans person for the first time.
Oh, really?
You know what, Haley? Usually I get perturbed. That's pretty good.
Disbelief. His head was turned. He was just staring with a...
You said, all right, so let me say this into the mic so people at home can hear it. Haley says that she saw an old man in New York City see a trans person for the first time, which I can imagine just him turning, being like, I'm walking here? And like, just like, no, apparently he saw her with them walking. He was mouth agape and then did like a full like, ah.
Bro,
like,
he hit a real life. What the hell even is that?
To be fair to him,
what even the hell is that?
to be fair to him, it is still slightly jarring, even to niggas that see it pretty frequently. So I could only imagine just living in wherever you've lived for your entire life, and then just looking at a guy with an Adam's apple have a double D set of tits, and you're just like, nope. I'm going to see Irene. I'm done. I'm done with this physical realm. Take me now.
It looks like it's looks like it's church on Wednesday and Sunday. All right.
Just watch a guy lose belief in the government and state all at once. Just be like, nope. Just real calm. Just.
Yeah, he just like looks to his wife beside him. He's like, "See, this is why my phone background is Donald Trump. I can never forget."
He looks around. He's like, and then just walks in front of a bus. He's like, "I'm out. I can't do this."
You know what's crazy? Is like they're really trying too. It's like, what? I mean, I'm trying, but you mean to tell me that a 6'4" Italian man in heels with tits isn't scary a little bit? Isn't kind of jarring?
I'll talk about it on the page. Dude, it's so
and
funny.
why is his hand so soft? And why does it do things to me down there? I don't understand. I'm scared.
Why do his hands look like that? I can see the veins with nail polish. I still like it though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do yours first. You said you had like 4 different things.
Yeah.
You've been living life.
Yeah, I've been living life.
Here
Okay.
we go.
3 things. The first one, very funny. I was out at Devils with Densmore on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And these
a
two...
Devils with Densmore sounds like a devil threesome with Densmore.
Dude.
That sounds like something you buy on Groupon. I'm a fucking Devils with Densmore, me and the fucking Robinsons.
Isn't a Devil's threesome just 3 guys?
No,
it's 2 guys.
It's 2 guys and a lady.
Nah, it's 3 guys for me because that's where the devil comes in.
All right.
So it's just
The
2
third
guys.
guy is the
just
devil.
gay sex is the devil. Gay sex is the devil.
It's gay sex with the devil.
That's what I gathered.
No, what's it called? We were at Devils, and then like we were just talking, and out of nowhere, these 2 chicks just like reach in, like past my legs, and I was like, "The fuck is this?" And they're trying to just plug in their charger because the outlet's right next to where my legs are, and I was like, oh, "I'll move if you need me to." And they're like, "No, I didn't know why, but I just like I didn't feel like that comfortable putting my face that close to your dick, seeing you're a stranger." I was like, "This is a weird start to any conversation I've ever been a part of." And then she sees Densmore's joke book on the counter. He's like, "Oh my God, is that your journal? Do you write in a journal?" And he's like, "No, it's a joke book." And I was like, "Yeah, we're stand-up comedians." And he's like, "Oh my God, let me read through it." And it's just like she opens up the first page. She's like, "This is genius." And she shows us the page, and it's just different ways to find a way to for Densmore to call his dad gay. It's like, none of this is genius at all. What is that? What are you talking about? And then they start talking to us, and then like the best way to describe these women is like they're stupid.
Hogs? Oh, sorry.
They're stupid as shit. Like they're like 3-day, like the day after a 3-day Molly been dumb.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. Okay. All
where
right.
they're just like asked Densmore's major 3 times, and he's like, "I'm out of college." Like, but what's your major though?
I mean, the way I'm looking at this is there's 3 girls throwing ass. How'd you close this? None of you did.
No. So what happened was that the first one was like, "Hey, I like your jokes. I want to pick your brain about it. Can I talk to you privately?" And Densmore's like, "Sure." I was like, go for it. Whatever.
Wait,
I
what
don't
the
give a shit.
fuck? Is she recruiting? What the fuck
Yeah.
does she mean? Can I talk to you
Exactly.
privately?
Exactly. And then I swear to God, not more than 5 seconds later, the friend I'm stuck with is like, "I wonder what they're talking about," and then goes and walks away and then just sits down. So I was like, "Oh, you guys didn't want to talk in private with him. You just didn't want to talk to me. Cool."
It's fucked up.
Damn. Damn, that's tough.
So I was laughing to myself, and then I just dapped up Densmore and went home.
You went home.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be maybe more of like a happy ending
Nah.
or like a fun. Damn, so you just got like outer circled by some bitches.
Oh, yeah.
And then did Densmore keep talking to them?
He talked to him for as long as he could. He's like, "I can't take this anymore. They're so fucking stupid."
But were they like lookers or what?
One of them was. The other one looked like a straight up crackhead.
But was the one who was kind of okay looking, like throwing ass as well? Or
At
what?
Densmore, yeah.
And he didn't want it?
It was an impossible talk. I stood there I took in that conversation for a little bit. Jesus Christ.
Tristan, now that you've been in a relationship for a while, do you ever think that, like, you know, if like aliens take Haley, about the tear that you would go on? Or do you think you, like, let's say aliens abduct Haley tomorrow, you know, like those big 8-foot niggas walking around in Miami, like she's just gone. Do you think you would just go on?
Aliens abducting Haley doesn't mean Haley would never come back. It would be crazy for me
That's
to be
nuts.
mid-pussy
That's
tear.
so nuts. That's the
And
stance
then she
you
just
take
comes back.
on it.
She's like, "I've seen the expansion of the universe. I can't wait to talk to you about it." I'm like, "Yeah, give me 45 minutes at home. I got to clean stuff up real quick." Like,
You're so gay that's the stance you take. I give you like a hypothetical fun out to go on this whole fun hypothetical run. You're like, "I love my lady. Hopefully the aliens will give her back." Like, if she gets tractor beamed up, you're single again. She's not coming back. Like, that's crazy. That's
Are you saying that
you're also making it sound like if Taylor's phone was just turned off and you called and you're like, "Well, she's dead. It's time to fuck whores."
yeah.
No.
Or like, yeah, it's,
Dude, when you're in
man,
when you're
those
in
aliens again.
when you're in a long-term deal, of course, yeah, you think about it, you're like, I wonder what life would be like if I didn't like choose to live this way. Yeah, I think about that occasionally. Not like a concerning amount, but yeah. Oh my God, I would go on for probably about 4 or 5 months. Yeah,
I like it
A
how you go
legendary
to
take.
like. I like it how you go to like the impossible probability of aliens abducting your girlfriend instead
And not
of the
her
very,
just getting tired of your bullshit.
yeah, the very real probability of her
aliens
just getting
abducted her.
like,
By that I mean she married a Puerto Rican doctor.
yeah, who's got his doctorate and she's doing great.
Yeah,
Like-
she's doing all right.
Yeah,
no,
she's like. she's like, so how many days a week is our house going to be turned into a podcast studio? And he's like, oh, I still listen to Sirius XM. And then she gets so wet she slides out of the room.
I still listen to Sirius.
Yeah.
That would suck. There's no bimbo that I could get. I could get the baddest lady in the world, and it still wouldn't she wouldn't give a shit. She'd be like, this guy runs a medical clinic, and I'm like, I can't compete with that. I can't compete with that at all.
Yeah.
I opened up at Magoobies.
Yeah.
This girl's 12.
How far can he throw a football one time 10 years ago?
That's horrible.
And then the other one is that Chris, we went on a comic trip to a cabin in Payson. So much fun. I drank criminal amounts of alcohol that weekend. Dude, I ended the second day with a tally of 16 beers and 3 Jaeger bombs.
Let's say that. Was the cabin? Was it like an actual secluded cabin where you?
Yeah, it was like people? It was like up in the mountains. Yeah.
I got to re-examine my own life. You said 16 beers and 3 Jaeger bombs. Last night alone, and this is from the hours of 8 p.m. to about 2 a.m. I had 12 Miller Lights. I gotta rethink what's going on.
The thing is, I went to we had like an ice cream shop Christmas party for like my family and like the 12 employees we have.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, you want to top that? I had 17 Budweisers, and I don't even remember hitting Haley. So I was partying.
I had 2 Twisted Tea Tall Boys and 14 White Claws in the span of 3 hours.
White Claws are easy to put down, man. That's juice.
Nigga, that's so much sugar. There's 26 grams of sugar in a Twisted Tea. You drank a full 2 liter of Mountain Dew.
Dude,
that's
you
crazy.
drank.
I'd never been that hungover.
Look
in my
it up.
entire
Dude,
life.
how much sugar is in Twisted Tea?
Drank
First of all,
cake.
don't talk bad about Twisted Tea.
Andrew, you didn't hear me, but you pretty much drank a cake.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there's sweet. You got to cut those out if you're gonna drink it all. You got to have a healthier option. Don't look at the beer I'm drinking right now, but
23 grams of sugar per can. And they're tall boys, so it's 46. I had 100 grams of sugar.
Oh my god, dude.
100 grams of sugar.
That's so much.
Dude, I saw. Speaking of fat guy shit, I was at the supermarket earlier, and Andrew needs to hear this. So I was in the supermarket earlier.
Here, I'll translate. He was at the supermarket earlier. You can't hear him, but he wants you to hear it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Like, you toss me the guy.
I was in the self-checkout line that goes into like the cookie aisle, and I saw that Chips Ahoy's advertising. They're like, you could use these to dip in stuff, and it's like, try dipping it in ice cream. And I'm like, that's the type of like nuclear thinking that would be like if like an alcoholic walks past a beer and like, oh god, like what the fuck just happened?
Okay.
Did the chair just break?
For the audio listener, Andrew's on a chair right now that's on hard ground, so it rolls a little bit. You know, like how most chairs are on hard ground? It's not a new thing. And so he's used to a chair being on carpet, being able to anchor his fat ass when he moves around and ascends like a retard for the audio listener at home.
Dude.
And I tossed Andrew his vape back completely accurately, by the way. Put it right in the strike zone. He dropped it. That was the fattest thing I've ever seen you do.
Did you just side topple out of that chair?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's a tough look.
Dude, I tossed him a vape at his face. It hit right here. Hit the center of his hand. Dropped. He then chased it like there was a 5-second rule on the motherfucker. He went down and just the arm of the chair stood no chance. He went right over the side. For those of you listening at home, ate shit. It was good.
Absolutely.
Wow.
We gotta fix that, man.
Oh my god.
I gotta get you a not rolly chair. Fuck.
Man. Yeah, can you deadbolt it into the floor? Can that be? Obviously, that's not a load-bearing chair.
That's a nice office chair. That's a nice office chair he just took down, dude. He just That's like he got in like a nice F-150,
and
he rolled it. He rolled it. How?
Andrew, you're so fat you're RKOing furniture. Can we please?
Watch out!
Yeah. Can we please look at a solution?
Oh my god.
Oh my fuck me. All right,
That's so funny. No, but like I was saying, we went up to the cabin and Chris Erb, shout out Chris.
They have good chairs.
No, great chairs. But he put us onto this game. I don't know if you've ever played it, Tristan. It's called Chivalry. Chivalry 2.
Yeah, Chivalry Medieval Warfare.
Dude, we were losing bro. We were playing that like every time like someone got a kill, we're like For Honor. We were like screaming. We were playing Lord of the Rings music in the background. It was fucking
Wait, that
sick.
actually kind of sounds fun.
It was so fucking cool.
That actually sounds like a time. You're just playing Halo 3 intro music and just being
we
like,
were.
For Narnia.
We were.
That's awesome. I'm not mad at that.
For Frodo, for the Shire.
I'm not mad at that. Also, you guys are hating. Bucket of beer, best thing I've ever done. Definitely making a comeback on every single podcast we do.
I know. I'm sitting over here with an empty can.
Did you already clear the six-pack in the first app?
No, there's 2 more. I only put a couple in here.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 more.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 1 second.
See, look at you like a Jamoke, getting up like a Nancy, like a Nancy.
Can I have one?
There's one in the fridge.
Okay.
Can you give me the other one in the fridge? Yes. All right. Hey, look at me. It's just me holding that. I mean, we're definitely just.
Good to stand. You're gonna have blood clots in your legs that travel to your heart.
Yeah, I like this. Oh, this is. Oh, well, Tristan's back now. So you're talking shit. Wouldn't it be nice if you had a bucket of beer just sitting there on the floor? Oh man. Appreciate you.
It would be nice. The looks I would get would not be nice.
Oh, I'm living okay. Well, here's an update in the old life of DBG. I'm living in this weird, for 6 months only, pseudo bachelor, still in a nice place, and it's the weirdest. I'll never live like this ever again. Because when me and Andrew go live in New York, we're not going to live in an apartment that looks like this.
And we're going to live like the Jaguars.
I'm not going to have a job that is what I have now. Like this. I'm going to be living closer to Taylor, so I'm 2 hours away from her. Like, this is this weird. I'm on the other side of the country, living with the bros. Like, we're setting the podcast shit up. It's just not coming down.
And guess what? Honestly, your Arizona story has gone full circle. Long distance relationship with the boys.
No,
the only difference
with the uncle.
The only difference is that you're not digging ditches anymore. Mm-hmm. It's the come up.
I'm not living in a garage digging ditches.
Yeah,
this is really full circle. I like this. But anyway,
I think you should go back to digging ditches.
I was a little bit more in shape when I was digging ditches. I had nice shoulders.
You also didn't have knees back then. Let's not take all of it.
That is true. I was digging with all back. You said what?
Made you humble.
A little bit. I actually kind of think about that. It is really time to move because it's like not only I feel like stagnant. There's nothing like offered here anymore. You know, it's like even if you get a big club show, it's like okay. Like cool, that translates only so much whenever you move to the actual show. Yeah, I feel like I'm you're doing all right in high school, but you're like, all right, until I get to college, nothing matters.
Nah, you know what you're at right now. You're at that you're a sophomore in college. That's a D1, that's like a major prospect, but you're not old enough to declare yet.
Yeah, I know the feeling exactly.
Well, I just want to get over there and do the thing, and it's like there's nothing, it's like this isn't a major market, so you can only do so much in a major market. There's one ladder to climb, and you get over there. There's a bunch, but I took Taylor and my cat across the country, which I thought it was gonna be way harder than it was.
Did you guys fly or drive?
Flew. Wasn't crazy hard. My fiance made it way harder than it should have been. She thinks our cat's a person. Love her to death. Not a person at all. It walks on 4 legs and it eats the same thing every meal of its life.
It eats its own shit.
It's not a human. Dude, she kept checking on it, being like, "Oh my god, is she okay?" Making sure that she was in this carrier thing, and she couldn't carry anything else because she had to make sure that the ground that fucking Tooch was on was level. So I looked like a fucking pack mule through 19 different airports.
That is a tough look for Taylor. That's a tough look for Taylor.
Oh my god!
Just her black handyman,
buddy. I look like the help.
I wish you were wearing a full suit with one of those cabbie hats,
or just being a TSA
"Which
uniform.
way are we going, Miss Taylor? Which way?"
I looked like I should have had the keys to one of those airport fucking small Humvee things. It just drives around. It was nuts.
Yeah. You sure got a lot of luggage, Miss Taylor. You must get a lot of shoes, a lot of fancy shoes. I hope one day I can shine
she's
'em.
Wearing sunglasses and looks like a Scottsdale mom.
She's holding Tucci like this over her shoulder in the back.
her version of a Scottsdale mom. So looked like she just came from a yoga class, but like didn't work out at all that day. Like just like
She just went for the protein shake.
Yeah, like she was looking like that, and I'm a fucking pack mule carrying everyone's jackets and their shirts and then carry-ons, and we had to check.
A random white woman comes and gives you a tip.
You should have checked Tucci in like luggage.
And well, buddy, if that was an option, what made it worse is the whole time nobody can tell we're together, or if they do, they don't give a fuck because I'm sweating. All right, so we have measured out. We checked 4 bags, and they can only weigh 50 pounds. So I had 200 pounds of fucking checked luggage I'm carrying, and a backpack, and a carry-on, all on me.
Dude, you're fucking...
She is,
dude.
And she just looks like she's sounding like one of those coaches where it's like, yeah, I know you're in pads, but I'm in a sweater. We're in the same boat.
We're going to run until I get tired. You're just like, what?
Bro,
I'm tired already.
Bro, you're just like... You're Odysseus going through like the Denver airport. It's
man.
I'm push this rock up this hill just for it to crush back over me.
Dude, okay, so then there's like 3 big infuriating parts of this ride. So we get there and we're checking, and I'm carrying all of our belongings. Everything that she owns that she wants to take to the other side of the country, I'm carrying. She just has the cat. What makes it worse is everyone just keeps, oh my God, it's a kitty. So cute, a kitty. You're so cute taking your kitty. They don't give a fuck that I'm standing here with an average sized black man on my back carrying fucking like our entire, but no one's ever and look at you.
You got like a
nice
heavy
guy.
Katt Williams wrapped around you.
Yeah, I have an undersized black man hanging out on me, 200 pounds.
Shout out Jay.
200 pounds to a fucking T. and just all I wanted was just a little like, oh, you're such a good dad. Look at you taking care of everybody. Look at you. No one gives a fuck. No one cares. All they care about is a sweet lady in her yoga pants, which because it was older people. The lady would be like, oh my God, a kitty. And then the
Keep
older
that up. You're getting a golden microphone.
Yeah, just like the guy checking the female checking you into your Delta flight, being like, "Oh, what a cutie!" and "Hello, boy," and you're just like, "You better be talking to that cat. You better be talking to that cat."
You better be. Yeah, that cat's a girl. I don't know who the fuck you're talking to like that. That's crazy. And,
Yeah.
all right,
so we're putting him in the cargo hold, right? And you're just like Tucci, and you're like,
oh no, they can't ride in the front of the plane. You're like, bitch, who the fuck is that? Who are you talking to like that? Anyway, so we get on the plane, check all the shit in. I'm still carrying all of our carry-ons or whatever. We get on. She doesn't. A cat is a cat. This is a fucking ninja. These things can jump from like 100 feet and live. They can go like weeks without eating. They call birds to fucking hunt them. They're like elite beings. They're just small. She thinks that this thing can't exist for like 10 seconds without being fucking checked on. So I can't sleep at all on this plane. I can't get fucking comfy and get in a nice position because she's constantly just checking. Is she okay? How is she doing? Is she all right? And then she has to take her out to see if she wants to pee every hour. And I'm like, this thing is an elite animal. We didn't give her fucking water for the last 6 hours. And she's on drugs. She's on all the drugs. She's on gabapentin. Bro, she fell off that counter, which was hilarious. She got like gabapentin drunk, and she's like, no, you know how normally cats walk in like a, I don't know what it's called, but they walk in like a certain sequence where it's like it's science. It is scientific.
Yeah.
These niggas are like down to the wire,
like sand people.
Bitch, she was drunk. She was fucking like stepping all over. She fell on the counter. Like she walks on our little like island that we have all the time. She was just walking and she went like, instead of going left, right, she went left, right, left, and it just went off the fucking counter, off the fucking counter and fell.
Dude, it was like when we got Cody, like when we flew Cody across the country to get him here, like he was fucked up drunk, and it wasn't even to the part that he was like, he wasn't even trying to walk, dude.
He was just there. He was just tripping. He was peaking for like 3 hours.
Dude, he was just like, I remember we were test driving the drugs to see if it would work. And we're like, how you doing, Cody? And it was just, he was laying with his arms out like this in front of him. And I'm like, we should turn on Pink Floyd for Cody right now. Let him just completely enjoy this ride.
Just a Cat TV version of Pink Floyd.
We should throw on the B-side right now and really let this guy fucking figure stuff out.
Is there a meowing version of Comfortably Numb we can put on?
Oh, man.
But the funniest part that, like, I think we talked about it on the podcast before, but I wish I was there so badly to see it, was, did you have to take out Tucci from the cat carrier when you're going through security? Did you have to hold her?
Taylor did, yeah.
Yeah, Haley had to carry Cody, which was, imagine just pulling out this cat. You're like, yeah, there's a cat in here, and then pulling out that furry walrus. His eyes are just
yeah. I pulled out a cat. You pulled out a deer. People are like, what the fuck's going on?
His eyes are straight marbles from how high he is.
You pull out a thing.
Yeah, just like black marbles. You're just sitting there, and they were just like, he's so cute. He was like, we don't even. He's in a different atmosphere right now.
Why is he
bro?
vibrating? Yeah,
he's so high,
Yeah.
he understands what we're saying right now.
You may have a little bit different relationship because you're like a stepdad that took over, but I got a little bit of what I imagine having a kid's going to be like, where you're like, the mom really just takes over and is like, oh yeah, I do everything involving like any transport, any holding, any moving, any of this. I'm the one that does it. And like, I was the one that put Tooch on the thing and then unzipped her and took her out of the deal. And then Taylor took her from me and grabbed her and was like, I'm going to hold her while we go through this. I was like, I'm her father as well. I'm her fucking, why the fuck do you just all of a sudden get to just grab her and walk? You think I can't grab her and fucking walk through the thing?
You get the front half, I get the back half. That's how we're doing this.
Yeah, I was like, this is a 50-50 deal. You just get to be the primary fucking caregiver for what? Because you got a uterus? You didn't even deliver the bitch. We found her and she got herpes. I'm holding her.
Dude, I do really like. It took me a while to realize that I am just like a stepdad. I'm not. What did you drop? You dropped quiche on the floor.
Can you yell at
Haley? Haley just dropped a whole quiche on the floor. Get up before Tiny eats it, dude.
I'm starting to realize that Haley just got isms, and it's just the occasional bouts of like dumb fuckery. She said herself, flung quiche all over the apartment.
Haley ate shit twice on New Year's Eve. She fell twice.
Oh Jesus!
Like we were going out to the rooftop at my buddy's apartment. And I take the elevator, and she takes the stairs, and I'm like, "Where's Haley?" And she runs up to me. She's like, "I fell." And I'm like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah."
She talks like the fucking the autistic kid from Big Mouth. I fell. I fell. It hurts. It hurts. I can't feel my hip. Yeah.
No, but I feel like Cody, stop eating quiche off the floor. Cody. All right, he's fine then. No, are you eating quiche off a cat plate?
Dude, I can't with just.
Sorry. I'm sorry. My house is a fucking circus, dude. And no,
like such a skis ball with your.
Dude, the amount of times I'll be like up at like 4 a.m. trying to entertain like Tiny because she's like has the craziest zoomies in the world, and Cody's just sitting there looked at me, and I'm like, it makes me feel like I'm a stepdad who like moved in with a pre-existing kid, and then we had a baby, and he's just like crying all night, and I go past his room, I'm like, I'm sorry about this, pal. I didn't know it was gonna be like this. It's my bad.
You had a smoke break and called me for 45 minutes the other day.
Yeah, man, I couldn't. Sometimes it gets hard, bro. That's what literally just fucking flash cut to me being a dad.
You now understand that Ben Affleck meme where he's outside depressed and smoking.
Yeah, dude, that's every morning.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready for all that. I imagine it's just.
You're gonna have a baby. Who do you think will have a kid?
Thing.
Who do you think will have a kid first, me or Daniel?
I'm going me.
Damn, damn.
You'll have a kid.
This is a wild card bet that you're just like, all right. The Patriots. So it's Patriots versus Broncos. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? You're like the Saints. It's like
Saints.
Okay, I don't.
I put all my money on this. I'm all in on the Saints. No, it's going to be you for sure. You seem to have the want a little bit quicker. We're gonna wait. I'll be like 31.
It's gonna be me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, my girlfriend is not gonna make me leave my 20s without putting a child in her.
Oh no, Taylor's like, I mean, because she got 2 years of PA school, and then it's gonna take
residencies.
No, you don't gotta do that for PA. So it'll be 2 years of PA school, but then it's gonna take like she wants to be established. So it's like once you get out, you go right into your job, but then you still have to like, it's basically like finding a medical husband or wife, but most doctors are males. So it's like you gotta find a medical husband because like you work with that nigga like day in and day out every day. So it's like, but then we want to wait like 2-3 years, and we want to push my comedy a little bit.
I can't wait for the podcast of you bitching about how much more fun she has with that guy than you.
Well,
oh my god,
that's the thing. She was
she's coming back home every night, being like, "You should have seen it." Gregory saved 3 people today. What did
at least
you
you're
do?
not like at least she's not
I made
like
a black
surgical
woman cry in the front row.
Yeah. Yeah, she threw part of an apple pie at me, and then I said a joke I thought would be funny, and I lost the entire crowd.
Yeah.
But
well, this is where her liberal Seattle white lady shit is finally fucking coming in handy. She's not gonna work with a male doctor, baby. She's clearly all she wants to do is work with a lady doctor, girl power. Hoorah! Oh hell yeah,
dude,
let's go, dude. Fuck
this
yeah.
is
Hell
when
yeah, Taylor's gonna be a lesbian in a few years.
I was about to say this is when Taylor
I'll
discovers
be
the soft touch of a
there.
woman.
Yeah,
This is when Taylor.
That's fine. I mean, you can't feel bad if your partner transitions and they're like, yeah, I don't like the sex that you are anymore, and you're like, I can't. What do you want me to do?
Yeah,
like,
she just
we're playing
goes-
a football game and she brought out a soccer ball. Like I can't. It's a whole. We're playing a
Yeah,
different sport now.
she goes up to Taylor. She's like, "I love Title IX." And you're like, "Oh my god, oh my god."
Oh yeah, me and Dr. Reynolds are going to the Title IX summit in fucking Portland. I'm like, oh no. There's so much box. It's just gonna be a box eating convention.
Sorry, I'm a nursing student right now. I'm under Dr. Gentlefingers, and we're gonna go to a Cancun summit about massage therapy and how it can get rid of pesky problems, pesky 6 foot problems.
The only thing they had available was the honeymoon suite. I don't know what we're gonna do. Comes
Yeah.
with one
I don't
bed.
know.
Everyone knows the Title IX summit in Wackadoo, Indiana.
Yeah.
It's just a beef convention.
Well, it's right next to the Wackadoo largest potato farm. So, there's multiple things. Wackadoo is honestly a very established county. It's really nice.
No, but I've kind of resided to the fact that I'm being a little bit of an older dad. Not like an old dad, like I had kids in my 40s, but like the last one's gonna come out and I'll probably be like mid 30s, like for sure. But the first one, like 30, 31.
Haley doesn't want to be like. She wants to be like a hot mom. I know it. She just wants her body to bounce back.
See, and to me, that's like Taylor had that for a while, and she got a little bit older. Now I want to be financially stable a little bit, and because I also have a career that like can make us a little bit of bread, not comedy. I'm saying. In the meanwhile, it's like I just want to stack chips as long as we can, and then also like nurse comedy to get it to a point where it's like I can be a hybrid stay-at-home dad because it's like.
Dude.
She's gonna make we're living in Manhattan about $150. It's like I would want 4 or 5 years to stack that plus whatever I can contribute before we pop a kid out because that gets crazy expensive.
Well, here brings this question: what if have you have a history of fucking doubles tennis in your ball sack? Do you have a history of that, shooting twins?
Yeah. We talked about that. That's why I'm saying it's like, dude, I don't want to get not screwed, but like I don't want to have to deal with twins and not have like. I like having nice things. It's like I don't know. The second you get to that, not only the mental shift of like now your whole life becomes about like these motherfuckers, but like I want to get to a point in comedy where it's like at least I have a little bit more like wiggle room.
How are you? I know you're gonna want to be able to take care of your 2 twin girls. I know that.
Dude, that's probably the hand I'm gonna get dealt, and that's okay. That's fine. I've accepted it. If I get a son,
Watch I just rapid fire shoot sons out of my cock, and you just can't get one to save your life.
This guy's a goddamn XY chromosome dispenser. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
And I'm like, dude, we're running fucking 6x6. I have 12 kids. We're doing a full court.
Tristan's a fucking basketball team. I've gone to 4 ballet recitals this week alone.
How mad would you be if just randomly, out of nowhere, I get a chick pregnant and it becomes like a 6'6" built
How are you
motherfucker?
gonna push out Jason Momoa in the first 3 months, dude? What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying though. Like he grows up to be like by the age 10 he's already like 6 foot.
It's like doctors are looking at his charts just being like, I've frankly never seen this. Did you eat Ben and Jerry's and Takis the entire pregnancy?
Realistically,
No, that was your husband? Well, he somehow shot Brock Lesnar up into your pussy.
Wait, wasn't that the thing you fucking sent in the group chat that no one understood? It was the septic toxic something or other, and
That wasn't me. I think that was Tristan.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was he sent something. I was like, what even is that?
Toxic shock?
Yeah,
Do you not know what that is?
isn't it where you like a girl's pussy's dirty and it gets like bad?
No, it's when it's like when I was hearing this story from my friend who he had sex with a girl who she forgot she had her tampon in, and then he pushed it up there into like her whole doodad, and she almost got toxic shock, and then he had to like pull it out, and it smelled terrible. But on Urban Dictionary, that's called loading the musket.
Ew. No. Ew. We're good. Ew. All right. Well, I think that's. You said we're good to wrap.
Yeah, we can do a few more minutes if you want.
Well, no. Let's look at the Patreon because there's a couple.
Yeah,
changes.
we gotta.
So
Yeah,
read the Christopher Hashem message.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I can do that from.
No, I got it right here.
Oh, you have it. You logged in.
Yeah. Messages.
So we have a couple of name changes. As always, if you join the Patreon, we're going to read the names at the end of the podcast. We encourage name changes because it's fun. And be as raunchy as you want.
Do you want to do the names first or the messages?
Let's do names and then we'll end on messages.
The thing that I did realize recently is that changing your name on Patreon changes your name for everyone that you follow on Patreon. So it's just like it's a kind of it's a big ask to be like you could be subscribed to other Patreons, but with our specific
what other
inside joke.
Patreon's gonna recognize your name?
Well, do you know where I took this idea from?
I was hoping
the History Hyenas. Yeah, they used to do this.
I was hoping it was original, but
nothing's original. They weren't even the first guys to think of that.
All right, femboys for sure different.
Oh, here we go. Femboy. And he started out as Femboy Bussy, and that was it. And now it's Femboy Bussy. Tight if it's 45 minutes late, you get to come inside. Blessed be his seed. Wait, hold on.
That's
Tight
pretty
if
good.
It's 45 minutes late, you get to come inside. What is? Oh, that's a Suck Dick Leo's reference. That's good. I like that. That's good. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Daddy Kisses, is that new?
That's Hayden.
Yeah, that's Hayden. That's my PlayStation and Xbox name.
Yeah, it is. Oh, here we go. You read this.
This is Francisco Suckdicklio's Sal cousin twice removed.
Sal's cousin twice removed. Francisco Suckdicklio.
I didn't know that Suckdicklio's hit our Patreon so hard.
Suckdicklio's is good. That's why I asked you immediately. I was like, are you guys like running this back, doing follow-ups, having a whole thing? I was like, it's catching on.
Yeah, the next one is Shirtless Final Stop Donator, which is Keel.
Shout out
So
Keel.
that leads us.
We talked about it literally less than a week ago. Please, for the love of God, can you do something?
That leads us into where we're at. Keel, I know you're listening. Just send me your address, please. I will personally.
I promise you, he's not.
I will walk two T-shirts. Send me your size and a size for a buddy. I will walk them into. I know. I promise.
No, you should send him
building.
one of our T-shirts and one of your personal T-shirts as penance.
I will send you a type black. Keel, I'll send you a personal type black, a game worn one.
Still waiting on my T-shirt. June 7th, 2023, dog. Come on, man. Come on.
On January 1st, he says, so I wanted...
I waited for a T-shirt. So while I waited for a T-shirt, I started my own fashion line.
I responded back, right?
No, you did not.
Well, you know,
did
this
not.
is me live responding, Keel. And we're looking at...
and we're promoting your product, Keel.
Yeah, Keel, look.
he does a great fucking job. His shit looks awesome.
Go back to the top so I can read his... read the company. Mouth-watering bleach. Custom bleach clothing. Keel Yulberg, the homie. I mean, it's tie-dye shit. They got Cheech and Chong, Muhammad Ali, Rick and Morty.
He's got Bart
Simpsons.
Skimpson.
Yeah, bro. Anything you want. Hit up the boy Keel. Keep it in the family, dude. The Patreon family is where we're at. They got SpongeBob, a whole bunch of stuff. Keel, we're going to be getting a T-shirt till you send us the Addy on Patreon, we promise. And
Daniel will probably not, but it's cool.
Join the Patreon. It's a good time. We're going to record it right now, the $1 McBaller level. Tell a friend about the cash. Tristan, anything fun?
What?
Anything fun? Did I stutter?
Anything fun? I have to piss so bad that it hurts my balls.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.